Now we are going into 27th story. Kaushika abandoned the north and walked towards the east, and there again he performed his tapas. For 1,000 years he was silent, and the world and the heavens were all being burnt up by the fire of his penance. He had become as thin as a twig, and he had surmounted several obstacles placed in the way of his achievement. He banished anger from his mind completely. One day he broke his fast and cooked some rice for himself. Just as he was about to eat it, Indra, taking the form of a Brahmin, came to him and begged him for food. Kaushika spoke not a word, but gave the entire food to the Brahmin and went back to his meditation without eating. His tapas became more and more fierce. Even the air which he was breathing he controlled, so that he could stay without breathing for a long while. Smoke began to emanate from his head, and the worlds were suffering because of the penance. And the Devas and others went to Brahma and told him, Kaushika now glows with the greatness of his tapas. If you do not grant him what he has been wanting all these years, his tapas is sure to destroy all the three worlds. His glory is so great that even the sun and fire have lost their luster. The seas are lashing their waves in torment, and the mountains are spitting fire. The earth is trembling, and there is storm everywhere. Kaushika is like the great fire at the end of the Yuga, and is up to you to save the universe from him. Brahma hurried to the presence of Kaushika and said, We welcome you, Brahma Rishi. We have been pleased with the tapas you have performed. With your efforts, you have achieved the status of Brahma Rishi. You will live very long. May you prosper. A thin flash of pleasure lit up the face of Kaushika. He prostrated before Brahma and said, If what you have granted me is really true, if I am Brahma Rishi, if I am long lived by your grace, let the Vedas accept me as Brahma Rishi. I have but one desire. Vasishta, your son, should recognize me as such. They brought Vasishta to the presence of the great Kaushika, and he smiled with affection at Kaushika and said, You are a great man, Brahma Rishi. There is no doubt about it. Kaushika honored Vasishta, and he was free to go as he pleased. The thought that he had achieved the seemingly impossible made him happy, but he was not proud nor conceited. He was ever bent on doing good to others, and he was called Vishwamitra, the friend of the universe. Sadanand said, This great Vishwamitra is the very personification of tapas. Janaka stood in front of Vishwamitra and said, It has been an act of infinite kindness on your part to have come here to my yajna with the sons of the monarch. Today I have heard in detail the sacred story of how you became Vishwamitra, the friend of the universe. How well the name fits you, my lord. You are bent on doing nothing but good to mankind, and something tells me that you have come here to do me a great favor. The sun had nearly set, and they broke up their session. The king went back to his palace, and the rishis to their hermitages. Rama was silent, and so was Lakshmana. The story of Vishwamitra and his struggle was too sublime to be talked about.